So this is the doctor measuring baby Zach's brain, and this is the top view of it. So you can see it looks nice and round. That's good. And he's measuring to make sure that it has good growth. And he's showing he's showing the different lobes. There's the right side and the left side of the brain. And that's him measuring it. And the measurements help them to understand if there's any birth defects that can be...
Is that the top of his head?
That's the very top. It helps them to understand if there's any birth defects that can be identified while he's still in the womb. But everything's measuring good, so... And we're still looking at the top portion of his head. And he's just pointing out those different lobes and measuring how big the lobes are. I don't even know if lobes are the right words. I can't remember what he used, what terminology. And now that's the front profile of Zach. He's going to come back. There he is. So you're looking face on at him, and he's opening his little mouth there. You can see that. So cute. There he goes again. Here he goes. Oh, you can see his little tongue moving and his jaw moving up and down. Oh. That's so cute. Yeah, we had some proud parent moments today. There he is again, still looking at the profile. Now the doctor's moving around to see his side profile. You can see his hands are up by his face. You can see his little fingers. He has hands. And his elbows are all bent. That's his favorite position. He loves to have his hands up by his face. Every time we've seen him, he's been in that same position. So the doctor was just pausing it to take a picture there. Now he's trying to find his spine. So he's checking out his back, making sure that his spine is fully developed. So he's going all the way down his back, which you can see. There it all is. That's a good shot right there. You can see his whole spine. That's good. And now he's looking for his heart. So you can kind of see it a little bit, but then he gets a better view of it right here. And still looking for it. Right there. That's the beating of his heart. So he has to monitor that for a minute, the doctor does, just to make sure it's getting enough beats per minute. There it goes. Looks strong and healthy. That's just the heart again. That's probably the best shot of it right there.
That whole thing is his heart?
Right there where it's beating. That whole area right there. Just where you can see the movement. So it's going pretty fast. And they always have to keep a record of the heartbeat. I guess to prove that everything was fine.
What's that?
So that's him measuring like his whole stomach and his whole, I guess, diaphragm area. And that he's looking at his positioning. So he was telling us that he is facing down and his legs are up by my rib cage. That's his femur bone right there in his leg. It's just getting strong bones already. So, and then you get a quick snapshot of his feet, I think, pretty soon here. You can see his heart again right there. Oh, right there, that what he's pointing to is the umbilical cord. And I think he was saying that those were his kidneys. He was checking out his kidneys and his liver and making sure they had developed, and then he was measuring them. So that's what he's doing right there. So the 21-week appointment is all about the measuring and making sure everything's growing and in the right places. There's his feet. Cute, 2 little feet. And then that's the placenta. All that black area on the left. And that's another view of his brain from the top.
Oh man, he is thinking.
I know, he's got a lot of thinking to do in there. Should I sleep? Should I roll over? Should I sleep? Should I roll over? It's hard work.
I'm waiting for him to think, I need a kick, Mom. Poke, poke.
Yeah, we haven't felt him yet, but hopefully we will soon. And then right now, he's trying to do a gender check, and he's trying to find his parts, but he can't find them. And you'll see he's looking real hard, but he can't. Zach's got his legs crossed, and he's not able to get a good job. But you can see his little bones there. That's his femur bone again. He's trying to get him to roll over, so he's pushing really hard on my stomach right now, but he's not moving at all. And in just a second here, he's going to shake my stomach really hard to try and get him to roll over, and he doesn't move. Maybe shake is the wrong word. He's going to wiggle it really hard. And yeah, he just can't get a good picture of it. There he goes. He's trying to get him to roll over or move positions, but he just won't do it. Anyways, that's a recap of our 21-week appointment.